Hi, I've continued my run through the Final Destination movie series about groups of people who, after a premonition, manage to escape death in a horrible catastrophe, only for death to then pick them off one by one in a series of freak accidents as they try and find a way to evade its plan. This time it's more high school students, and this time the catastrophe is a derailing roller coaster, which is played in a fantastic set piece early in the movie. Characters being chopped up, mangled, squashed, falling from great heights. It's fantastic. And perhaps in 3D, as it was originally shown, it's even more entertaining. However, after that, the film settles down and becomes extremely boring and stupid. Um, Unlike the two previous movies, the characters are flat, uninteresting, and quite badly written. They're very immature, and it shows a big problem in that most of the accidents they suffer are caused by machinery that doesn't work that way in real life, or the characters' own stupidity and carelessness. These deaths should be unavoidable. They should be completely natural and completely believable. But that never happens here. We have really only one member of cast that I'd even heard of. The lead is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. But most of the film is pretty bad, or even lacking the presence of the mysterious Mr. Bloodworth, who provided such ominous exposition in the first two films. It was played by Tony Todd. Todd has a cameo here as the voice of one of the roller coaster puppets. But it's really just a nod towards the character and the notion of a shared mythology rather than really being any kind of continuation. I found it to be uh, quite boring and silly and not very entertaining. Had I watched it back in 2006, I think it might well have been one of my least favourite films of the year. It's certainly dated very poorly in light of Final Destination 2 being so good. Watching all three back to back, or at least close together, really shows off the deficiencies of this one. Glenn Morgan and James Wong, who are veterans of the X Files, from which the Final Destination concept was originally created for an unused script, work as writers and director here, having worked on the first film, but without the influence of the series creator concept, the concept of the series creator, rather. It lacks the inventiveness or the believability or even the humor of the first two films. As a result, it's a slog.